Good evening and welcome, everybody. At this time, I'll call our special call meeting to order here and turn the floor over to you, Dr. Gwadney.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd like to say good afternoon, and good afternoon to the board who's here with us today, as well as those folks that are with us in the Performing Arts Center and the folks that are watching us online on Rebel TV. Good afternoon to all of you as well. Mr. Chair, we have two items on the agenda for today's special call meeting, and the first one involves a project at East Fannin Elementary School, and so I'm going to give the floor over to Assistant Superintendent Darren Danner, who will give us an update on this request. Mr. Danner, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Board. Good afternoon, Dr. Gwadney. Reached out to three vendors to try to get East Fannin parking lot paved. I got Johnson Paving out there at the beginning to see if we could just seal it, and they said, no, you don't need to seal it. So I took Johnson Paving's specifications, reached out to two other vendors, and again, this is the low bid for replacing all the asphalt, pretty much the bus pad up past the cafeteria all the way to the bus. So again, they're removing 1750 of the depth and then replacing it, of course, and then adding a 1.5 inch on top of it. So again, okay, Mr. Inslee, and then the memo. Go to the right there to the left of the attachment. Yep.
There you go.
So again, the memo again is just requesting the repayment of East Fannin parking lot. Of course, it'll be paid for out of SPLOST funds for $63,407.88.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Danner. And Board, this is, I appreciate you considering this on this call meeting, because this will give the opportunity for Mr. Danner to go ahead and initiate work on this ahead of the next regular monthly meeting in June. So, and I will also add that Mr. Cole is not with us today, but I spoke with him about this as well as the personnel items, and he is also okay as a board member. So, Mr. Chair, I recommend that we approve this project as presented by Mr. Danner.
Can the chair have a motion to approve this project?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Okay. Thank you. All right, Mr. Chair, next item on the agenda is personnel, and I'll give members an opportunity to refer to the sheet that Mr. Inslee placed on your desk. And I'll defer to you, Mr. Chair, whether there's a need for executive session on this.
Lewis? Mr. Deweese, you okay?
Excuse me?
Do you need executive session? Do you need an executive session?
No, sir.
Okay, all right, we're good, sir.
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, then personnel sheet dated 5/24/2021, resignations. I'll take these three that are effective 5/26.
We need to take the first one by itself if we could.
Okay, go ahead and do the first one by itself.
Right.
Correct. And the first one is effective date 5/26/2021. Mr. Chair, Heather Boyle, make that recommendation for resignation.
Can the chair have that motion?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
For the minutes, I am abstaining.
All right, understand.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Candy, you good? Okay. The next two, we can take effective date 5/26/2021 together. Ansley Osborne Ferguson and Susan Michelle Lynn. Make that recommendation, Mr. Chair.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Okay, thank you. The next one is effective date 6/1/2021. Anthony Reimer. Make that recommendation, Mr. Chair.
Chair have that motion.
So moved. You have a second.
All in favor?
Okay, thank you. The next two are recensions of previous board action, and this will clear up later. But the first one, Cheryl Hayes, effective date 5/17/2021, and Adriana Reed, also effective date 5/17/2021. Make those recension recommendations together, Mr. Chair.
Can the chair have that motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Okay, thank you. We have a recommendation for seasonal cannery worker, which is for July through September, and this is pending completion of paperwork and background check. Michelle Jones. Make that recommendation, Mr. Chair.
Chair have that motion.
You have that motion. Second.
All in favor?
Okay, thank you. The next recommendation is for substitute clerical. That recommendation is Courtney Tamburino. Make that recommendation, Mr. Chair.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Okay, thank you. And the next recommendations are for the position of teacher. The effective date is 2021-2022 school year. All are pending completion of paperwork and background check. Alicia Ball, Kelsey Carver, Peyton Gooch, Kristen Stone, David Tupper, Curtis Weldy, and Brittany Young. Make those recommendations, Mr. Chair.
Can the chair have that motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Okay, the next recommendation for the upcoming school year, paraprofessional Teresa Gunnell. Make that recommendation, Mr. Chair.
Chair needs that motion.
You have that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Okay, thank you. The next recommendation is for parent liaison. It is Elisa Dawn Heaton. Make that recommendation, Mr. Chair.
Chair have that motion.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Okay, thank you. The next recommendation is for counselor. This is Chandra English. Make that recommendation, Mr. Chair.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Okay, thank you. And the next two recommendations are for administrator, Michael David Henson and Matt Rosenberger for 2021-2022 school year. Make that recommendation, Mr.
Chair
Chair.
have that motion.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Okay, thank you. We have two recommendations for substitute transportation pending completion of paperwork, background check, and training. The two recommendations are Cheryl Hayes and James Hoyt Milholland. Make those recommendations, Mr. Chair.
Chair have that motion.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Okay, thank you so much. That's it.
Chair entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Okay, thank you.